So I would suggest that anybody out there that wants to get that information out to the police would also do that, because that's the thing, folks. If you can get some sort of legal action started in your country or your state or your county, whatever it is, if you can at least take this to the state prosecutor's office and say, look, here is a list of evidence. I want to start some sort of an injunction against this company, against these mandatory vaccinations, because this is what this company's done. It's just, it's just released all of this contaminated vaccine, and you can't expect us to take a vaccination from this company. You get some sort of action started in your state. It gives you that legal foothold, so that even if they do bring in mandatory vaccinations, well, they're not going to be able to in that area. They're not going to be able to while the company that is producing the vaccinations is facing legal charges. It's simply not going to happen. They have to clear the case up before they can expect anyone to take vaccinations from this country. So I think it's a positive thing to do. I really do believe that it's a positive thing to do. So that's why I'm doing it. Like I said last week, I don't expect to win, but it will give me a legal foothold, and it'll give the people in my country a legal foothold. And I think that's very important. I really do. So don't stress about these things, folks. Just do something to fix them. Stand up and make a bit of noise. Stand up and do it in a positive and empowering way. And don't stress, because it really doesn't matter, because life really is an illusion. It's a dream. As Thornton Wilder said, life is an unbroken succession of false situations. And what is required to fix the problems is for people to re-establish themselves as human beings, get back in touch with their humanity, take control of their own lives, and start realising the power they have to affect change. That's really all it is, folks. That's what you need to do. Now, after spending all these years investigating all of this stuff, what I can say, folks, is that everything is the way it should be. I've said that to you before, but the only way we're going to get out of the situation we're in, I believe, is for the powers that be, the Illuminati or whoever, to make things as negative as possible. Because it's that negativity that causes the consciousness to wake up. It's that negativity that causes the positive reaction within all of us. So, if you can look at it that way as well, it's quite an empowering way of viewing things, because that makes you see that everything is as it should be. Everything is exactly as it should be. And like I said, that doesn't mean to stay apathetic. That means that when you see something that is a cause for concern, you need to stand up and address it. We've been taught to see the problems and to stand in fear of the problems. But we should really see the problems. We should embrace the problems as opportunities for us to affect change. That's what this swine flu is. This swine flu, because it is so obviously a recombinant virus, it's so obviously man-made, then it's a great opportunity for us as human beings, us as flesh and blood people, the beautiful, wonderful things that we are, the beautiful creatures, God's creations that exist on this earth. It is an opportunity for us to embrace this problem and address this issue. And it's not going to happen through fear. It's not going to happen through people sitting there saying, oh, gee, the vax is man-made, it's going to hurt us, and hiding away and saying, I'm not going to take the vaccine. You're just causing a confrontation. What you have to do is stand up and make noise so that they can't ask you to take the vaccine. You know, this is the way it has to be done. With all issues, with the GM food, with the chemtrails. You've got to stand up and make noise as publicly as possible. It doesn't matter if people ridicule you for it or call you a conspiracy theorist or what people want to say. You stand up and stand your ground and do it without fear. Do it with love in your heart. Do it with good intention. Do it because You love the human family. You love yourself. You love your family. And you want to see things done properly. Don't do it out of hatred. Don't do it out of fear. Don't do it out of hatred for the people that are doing it. When you stand up and you start ranting and raving and shaking your fist and shouting out that people are criminals, well, all you're doing is attracting unwarranted attention to yourself. And the authorities can look at you and go, well, look, they're a crazy person. But if you stand up and calmly say, no, this and this and this adds up to this, and so therefore there's a crime being committed here, therefore things are not the way they should be, therefore things need to change, and we the people are the ones who can affect that change. Stand up and approach it like that. Approach it in a calm manner and simply state the facts. Just simply stand up, state the facts. Don't worry about being politically correct. Just state the facts and say, this is the problem. We need to fix it. We need to address this situation. And it shouldn't be that we need to negotiate addressing this situation. We just need to fix the situation. We're not interested in red tape or laws that prevent us from fixing the situation. We're here to fix the situation. And the way we're going to fix it is we're not going to go along with it. We're not going to support it. We're not going to allow for this to happen in our society. And talk to your police, talk to your military. That's what's so good about this Facts to Stop the Vax campaign, is that it is directed at police and military. It's not just people faxing information to each other. Excuse me. It's about people alerting the police and the military to the reality of what's going on. These are just people. Police and military are just people. We need to have them on our side. And any police that are listening to this show, or any police that do hear this information, they really do need to understand that they are just people, and they need to stand by the citizens and help protect the people, because supporting the corruption at the top ultimately is just an undermining of national security. That's what it is, folks. It can't be allowed. It simply can't be allowed. Now, as I said, you've got to be good to yourself. You've got to be good to those around you, because we can change this world, and we can do it very easily. We just have to stand up for it. We need to make a stand, and we do still have time to do it peacefully. We really don't want any violent confrontations at all. We really don't. We're running out of time though, folks. We are running out of time. So stand up and make some noise. Like, write to your local councils, write to your newspapers, even if they don't print it. Just write it and send it out there. Put some flyers up in the supermarket. Go to some local meetings. The caller who rang up before talked about town meetings and things. These are great ideas, folks. You've got to go to these town meetings. Your local PTA, to your local school meetings where your children go to school. They have parents' nights. Take flyers and give to these people. Go and talk to the teachers at your children's schools. Go and talk to your local churches. Go and talk to all the local people that you can. Go to the local markets. Put up a stall there. Even just have information there where you can give information out to people and give flyers out to people at local markets and farmers markets and gatherings and all sorts of things like that. Wear a T-shirt with websites on it or something. I mean, there's all sorts of things you can do just to help get the flow of information going, and just to let the powers that be know that we won't be silenced and that the information will continue to flow. We can do this, folks. We can do it, but we are running out of time. It is important for people to step up to the plate. The Facts to Stop the Vax initiative is a great idea. This swine flu also is a great opportunity. Go to the crowhouse.com, my website. Go to the swine flu action page. You can see a PDF document there, 135 pages. It's got evidence of swine flu being used to depopulate the United States. Download that document, print that document up, and take it to your local police station. Just hand it to the police and say, I would like to have these matters addressed. I would like to either press charges against these people or start an injunction to stop any forced vaccinations in this state. It's that easy, folks. You can do it. Don't be scared. Don't be intimidated by these people. That's all we have to do, folks. And remember to live in love. Do all what you do in love. If we hate, then they win. We don't want to hate. We can't hate the people that is doing it. It's been done because of our free choice.